Hi, welcome to the Pursuit of Truth. If you're wondering about the week-long timing thing, I haven't started that yet because it was Easter, so um, I thought that wouldn't give a true reflection. Oh, this is going to keep. How can I get it to stop doing that white balance? Is there a way? It wants to keep, because the light keeps changing outside. Oh, you can see the weather. It's almost raining. Maybe put it that way. Yeah, so I just saw Dez's video, Sheeps and Neeps. See, the door just came in on me. I'm in a cupboard. So now I'm going to have to hold it. How professional of me. Yeah, Dez has just put a video out now where he's showing his phone with exit and 2 dates, 4th to 7th of July. I don't know, I'm really worried about what he means by that. I guess he's finding out the ultimate truth, which is, for those lucky of us, we all live, and then we all have to die. No matter which way it comes, fair ways, unfair ways, we all have to taste of that death. There's the door coming to close me. What can I put in this way? Sorry, it's not as usual professional standards up to, is it really? Oh, and the twins, I can hear them making lots of noise. Let's use a pipe to wedge between these toilet rolls and this door. So I guess as this is the pursuit of truth, as it were. That is the most ultimate truth, death, that we all have to experience it. And I know, most people try not to think about it, and people are surrounded, or we're all surrounded by it, because I remember there was this calculator I found online where it showed the amount of people being born and dying per second on this place where we are. It always feels so weird though, because you think, I've always had this thought that it feels like sometimes that you've always lived that feeling that you never knew non-existence, because obviously before I was 9 months I spent gestating in a womb before I came out till I was born. It's another one of those lies in plain sight, how we calculate age. We calculate age by when we left the body of our mothers, whereas we're actually born the day that sperm and egg started multiplying. So we're actually 9 months older than we claim to be. So we're all lying to ourselves about age anyway. But whatever I was trying to say was, we try not to think about it, but we all have to experience it. And then I was saying that, I forgot what I was saying. It was to do with the feeling of not being dead, of always being alive. I don't know if anyone else has ever thought about that. It's just, I suppose that's because I'm only experiencing existence while I'm alive, so I won't be able to experience non-existence. But it just seems really weird, and the fact that thousands of people, millions of people, and thousands of years or millions of years, whatever's passed in the past, these people have come and gone. We tell stories and sing songs about them. But they've all experienced and then gone. And now we're all experiencing gone, unless we're in a big Red Dwarf type game where we're pretending, like Matrix style, and we're the only ones that actually really ever existed and everything else is fake. But I don't think it's like that. But I know, like, to me it still feels abstract, this idea of dying. I know I'm going to have to do it. I know people I love, my wife, my 19-year-old daughter, my twins, they're all gonna, and me, and my mother, my father, my sister, all of these people, including me, are gonna have to die and not be here anymore. I don't know, I think it must be the most saddest thing about life is death. But then we need it to, well, do we need it? Well, I assume we need it. Well, that's my way of thinking, isn't it? Because that's the way I've been taught. That's the problem. Once you come to this realization that everything that's inside your mind, you've been taught how to think, you start to realize, wait a minute, I'll say things like that without even knowing what is actually my thought or the thought that I've been told that's my thought. Because that's the thing now, with all the, when you know about flat earth and all the lies that are told, you realize that a lot of your existence is based on fallacy and doesn't have much truth to it. The truth is we're born, we live, we die, and what we do and what we build is all illusion in a way. If I build a house, if I build a society, a system, a government, it's all make-believe, it's all a pretense, it's all man-made construct. But yeah, just to think about that moment when you're going to die, and it must be the most difficult thing. Unless you're really ill, of course, and in pain, and then maybe it would seem like a relief. But still, to know that you're going to somewhere you don't know. Everyone fears the unknown. That maxim we all know. And the way we leave people behind. It's so unfair, the way that we live, the way that we're in these little units, like family units, countries, governments, borders, states, continents. All this way so that we're disconnected from each other. Because if we were all one, as we truly really are, we could all look after each other, isn't it? But maybe that's too ideal. I don't know. Talking rubbish now, aren't I just thought I made this video because I was worried about Dad, and I just wanted to shout out to him and say peace and love and hugs, and I don't know what that message is talking about. Maybe he's talking about something that's going to happen in the future, because he's been talking about was it recently Notre Dame and stuff like that, which has been really interesting, the videos he's been putting on. I still don't know. Now people are talking about Sri Lanka as well, the terrorism thing that happened. It happened at the perfect time on Easter. There always seems to be something that happens on Easter. I know people would say, well, these terrorists, they purposely pick these Christmas and Easter, especially if they're going to attack Christians. But it always is part of the Queen and the Pope's speech about the problems that Christians are having in Middle Eastern countries. So I don't know, it seems very opportune. And I know there was talk on the news that there was some international involvement in this. I'm sure they're talking about Al-Qaeda or some kind of organisation like that, but I wonder whether, really it's a bigger international organisation that's involved. The thing is, it's easy just to switch on the television and believe what you're told, or read a newspaper, read some words and believe it. But the thing is, you don't know what's true and what's not unless you actually see it with your own eyes. Other than that, it's belief, it's trust. I guess that's another of those pinnacle moments in the pursuit of truth, is this issue of trust. It's the biggest thing when you're alive, to trust individuals, to trust the state, to trust government, to trust each other. Without that, it's very difficult. In a relationship that it's a key thing. So imagine when your government starts lying to you. We can all pretend, whatever we want, but we all know the facts of certain events that have taken place, that even people who don't believe in conspiracies and, Big Brother and all that kind of stuff can actually agree, yes, these terrible things did happen. These lies were told to us, to people of the past, and lies will be told to people of the future. So how can you trust anything then from people who lie? Is there any government that has been in power that hasn't lied to its citizens, who hasn't taken advantage of their position of power? Because they're meant to be governing for us, not governing over us. Anyway, I think I've waffled on enough. Take care, take it easy, God bless, and peace.